All right, hey guys, Randall Sampson here. We are at the Wakelet Boathouse. So we are having fun. This is a great opportunity to meet some new people, and we have Brandi Reams with us here.
Hi guys. Welcome to the Wakelet Boathouse. We are here today with Todd Davis, and we are super excited to hear what he has to say and what he has to show us. So Todd, if you would tell us a little bit about yourselves and we can get started.
Sure. Yeah, as Brandi said, I'm Todd Davis. I originally from Australia. Well, I grew up mostly in Australia and around Asia. Taught in Australia as a middle school generalist and high school math teacher for about 7 years, and then I moved abroad. I'm currently in Indonesia, teaching in an international school here, and I started as a math teacher, but for the last 2 years I've gone into the tech coach world. It's been a lot of fun. And during that journey, I came across Wakelet and just started using that a lot in our environment, collecting different resources for teachers and sharing that out in different ways. Yeah, so
That's awesome. That's awesome. So one of the things that really piqued our interest when we looked at your innovation. So we're talking about the 5 season. We're talking about curation. Was you using this extension? So you created like a collection that talked about using the Wakelet extension. So if you could show us some of that and just walk us through that process, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so this started from a conversation with teachers a bit over a year ago, and they were asking what's some really good extensions. And prior to this, I just had a Google Doc with the name of the extension and a link to the Chrome store. And then I started developing a tech resources website through Google Sites, and found out with Wakelet I could embed Wakelets into the Google site, and then I could just build that Wakelet from my phone every time I came across something else, or from my laptop every time I came across something I wanted to add. Very easy to add. And then started developing this Chrome extensions collection based on a mini presentation I gave to some faculty about a year ago. Some people started comparing it to like a Pinterest, but more for education, or a Padlet, but just a little bit easier to navigate.
Yeah, we hear a lot of that Pinterest comparison. I always tell people it's like Pinterest and Google has combined and then just exploded, and everything is just so much easier to use, and it's so much more user friendly than Pinterest will ever be.
Yeah, for sure. And the great thing I really love about using this Wakelet is the ability to then embed that Wakelet inside a website, so inside a Google site now in our case.
Right.
So with this extension piece, what are some of the cool things that you put in here to kind of show? So what's in your collection here? Why did you choose some of these, right?
Well, the first one I've got there is first extension is the Wakelet extension, which super handy every time you're on a web page or any on Twitter. It's a simple right click of it and then save to Wakelet, or 2-finger click, and that just allows you to easily curate into all your different collections in 1 or 2 clicks. It's super easy. So I've recommended everyone who is using Wakelet to get that extension to start with. I can see Randall's got a nice collection of extensions himself, but Extensity is a quick turn on, turn off of all of your different extensions. So if you've got some that are conflicting each other or even slowing down, or sometimes you've got ad blockers as extensions and you need to turn those off just quickly. So instead of uninstalling them and then reinstalling, Extensity just allows you to disable very easily.
Now, is this a collection that the students as well get to explore, or is it just something that you gave to the faculty?
So initially I gave it to the faculty, and then a lot of them have since shared it with the students, saying that this is really useful for us and it's going to be really useful for the students as well. I run a little, call it Tech Ninjas Club. Every quarter, a new group of kids, about 15 kids, come in and we run through little workshops on how to improve their skills, particularly around Google tools, but extensions as well. And I share this with them, and then they end up going and sharing it with all of their friends.
That's awesome.
Black Menu is one of those in particular. The kids seem to love it. The teachers don't seem to use it at all. It's a simple shortcut to everything Google. So once you extend that and open it up, you can search within your Drive. You can search YouTube. You can anything that's Google related. It's an instant search bar that's a drop down from your extensions menu. So that's been really useful as well for the kids. I see them using it all the time, which is great.
So how did you get these extensions inside of your collection? So if I'm a teacher and I want to put these inside of my collection, or I have different extensions, how do I go about putting these inside?
From the Chrome web store, just getting the link to the install app from that web store, and then editing your Wakelet collection, add by URL and paste in. And the URL auto-generates the little image and description from the Chrome store. Very easy to do. Or if you have the Wakelet extension, when you're in the Chrome store, just open the submenu, add to Wakelet, done.
So if you already have the Wakelet extension, you just open up the Chrome store and you find the item, and then you hit the Wakelet extension button.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Yeah.
So if a teacher or student wanted to explore one of these extensions, they just click on the image?
Yeah, just click on the image. It should take you to the web store, and then you click Add to Chrome. From the Wakelet, there's a little description there, so you can kind of scroll through it. If you go straight to the Chrome store, you have to be quite specific with your search terms for some of them. Chrome store tends to show up the most popular ones, not necessarily the most relevant ones. So I have spent a lot of time playing around and uninstalling extensions that I didn't like or didn't think was useful. And then every time I find one going, oh, I think this will be valuable for a larger group of students or a larger group of teachers, I'll add it to this collection and let it grow.
Yeah, so this is a great way to kind of put the human back into it and cut out that middleman. So instead of having to sift through everything, you've done it for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you've taken your expertise and put it here. I mean, I will be bookmarking your collection.
The even more interesting one, this forest one, is one that a student came up to me and asked me if I'd heard of it. And I hadn't at the time. And it's a pretty cool extension that you can also get on your mobile as well. And once you start it, if you stay focused on that one page, so say you're writing a paper, as the time passes, your tree grows. And once you get, I think it's 20 minutes or 25 minutes, the tree gets generated. And this company has also teamed up with some NGOs around the world to actually go and plant a tree every time you stay focused and do the work. And then you can build up your forest to show how long you've been focused for. And yeah, some of the kids really love it. And they just watch their little plant grow as they're working away. But as soon as they switch over to a tab like YouTube or Facebook, the tree dies and they have to start again.
So, yeah, and I'm wondering if you could even like have the kids create their own extension tabs for a quarter or for the year or even for a specific project. And maybe even have like an extension tab swap where they kind of talk about, okay, I like this one, I like that one, let's swap out, or maybe I'll add this one to mine. And I know Wakelet has the collaboration feature. Mm-hmm. So maybe you can create for people out there who want to be innovative like you are, just open it up, create a collaboration, and then kids can add different extensions in there that works for them. And then their colleagues or friends might be like, hey, I like this. Let's try it. If there's any other teachers out there, what would be your advice to them for getting started? And after they start, what what can they do next to enhance the experience?
Just go for it. Just start playing around with it. I tell teachers all the time, with any new tech tool, play around, click all the buttons, see what happens. If you break it, that's amazing. You can send an email to the company and say, you need to fix this part. Yeah. So look through it, see what features are available, see what works for you, what doesn't. Yeah, don't be afraid of it. Extra cool features of Wakelet, you can embed audio straight into it. So if you get the embed code from, say, Spotify, for example, and then you remove the iframe section of the embed code and just take the URL that's within that embed code and paste it into Wakelet, you get the player within inside Wakelet immediately.
So what happens when you click play? Wow.
So it plays the podcast directly within the Wakelet. So
That's
this is
awesome.
a mistake I came across because I copied the embed code from Spotify and went to paste it in and said error. And so I just deleted, instead of copying the URL, I copied the embed by mistake and then deleted the iframe and the width and explanations either side of the URL. And then it just turned into a player. I went, this is amazing. I did not realize I could do this.
So you didn't break the internet exploring?
No, I did not. I just went, what happens if I do this? Nothing. Okay, what if I do this?
Discovered something wonderful.
Yeah. So that was something that I just went, wow, that's really cool.
And so one of the things I was wondering with Spotify, so what if you don't have a Spotify account and you click on it? Will it still play? Do you know that?
I do not know that.
Or do you have to have the subscription to hear the full?
That's a great question. I have a full Spotify account, so I'm not really sure what that'll look like. I imagine it'll still play, but it might interrupt you with an ad partway through.
Yeah, they'll probably put the ads in there somehow, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't have one of those accounts, so I will be happy to test it out for you because I'm all about this little feature that you have discovered.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first from Todd. This is absolutely amazing, just the ability to curate different things and being innovative with the curation process. I am so happy that Todd was on, sharing his excitement and the tools that he's using over here at the Wakelet Boathouse, the opportunity to sit back and relax and kind of talk about the good things that's happening and sharing. So Todd, any parting words before we get going? You and Brandi, have any parting words that you want to share?
Just want to say thank you for this opportunity to share. It's I share as much as I can in my little community, but being able to branch out and share across the world is an awesome opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that I have learned some things, and there are definitely some new things that I will be playing around with here coming up.
You can always reach out to me on Twitter. I'm on there pretty much every day. Toddy TD is the handle. It's just there. It's the same as my Wakelet one. Happy to answer any questions and get this Wakelet wave moving.
Well, thank you so much, Todd.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And keep riding the Wakelet wave.
Bye.
Bye.